things that, because I remember one of the press conferences, I think the Indian press boycotted or something, as if Indian team is like going to turn around and say like they didn't, because Dhoni didn't come, so they said like, okay, they were going to send somebody or something, and they're like, no, we don't need this press conference. Something like that happened, um, and I remember thinking like, oh wow, I thought the players were prima donnas. The press is bigger prima donnas than that.
Yeah.
Um, you know, thinking like, no, you need the players. Players don't need you. You know, because this is the early times of social media. So guess what happened? You know, Insta and Twitter and Facebook. So completely, uh, media is like role is now so tertiary. Like nobody really cares.
Right.
What unless you're like some really established, respectful voice, like say Atherton or somebody or Gideon or whatever. Nobody really gives a shit about what you think, and that has a lot to do with media taking themselves way too seriously and not reporting on the cricket.
Right.
Right. I think that's very true because like even the club cricket scenario that I was saying, it seems like the game goes away. That's like bad execution. Like you're either dropping catches, you're not bowling well. That's how it's going away. And that's the meat of it. Like it's not, some superpower that's overpowering you. And I think that's what sometimes the media forgets when these things happen. They're like, oh, you're not taking the game seriously. Dhoni's bowling. This isn't, whatever aberration for test cricket or whatever, that those kind of remarks. I mean, the truth is that we were just outplayed. Like at the end of the day, that's all there is to it. And that's why like I sometimes feel that the media definitely jumps on it a little too seriously, and they like, as you said, some of the incidences where I didn't even remember they boycotted one of the press conferences, but yeah, that seems way too crazy.
Yeah, like, and it's not like Dhoni wants to take off his glove and start bowling. It's not That's not his job. The fact that he's bowling must tell you something that obviously he's lost his main bowler, and he's got nothing else, and he's got three more test matches to come, so he can't burn his one or two good bowlers into the ground in the first test match. So he's willing to bowl, right? You have Suresh Raina bowling 28 overs or whatever. All these things, there is a reason why these things happen. You go rather than like, oh, they must not take test series seriously. Why? Because they're all that matters is their IPL money and playing the tournament. It's possible for some players it must be the case, could be the case, um, but to point to everything, you go to the low hanging fruit of IPL, and before that it was nepotism and all that nonsense.
Yep.
Like you're not a journalist. You're not nothing.